Welcome to this studio recorder video from the American Printing House for the Blind. I'm your host, Rob Meredith, a software developer here at APH. Today, we'll cover basic navigation commands in Studio Recorder and show you the hotkeys that go with them. Let's start by opening a file with Ctrl-O.
Open dialog, file name, edit combo.
If you're already in the folder you want to use, you can simply press Alt-L to move to the file list quickly.
Folder view list view, not selected HS2.wav6, SR underline doc underline
We'll
clean
select our file and press Enter.
44 PM wave, Studio Recorder, MDI client, SR underline doc underline clean.wav.
With the file now open, we're ready to play. The play command is space, and the stop command is escape. Let's try those now.
Studio Recorder, User's Manual.
So I pressed space to start and escape to stop. The play command is a toggle, however, so if you wish, you can use space to both play and stop.
Copyright 2001, 2002.
As you can hear,
American.
one press starts and one press stops. The escape key, however, always stops. If for some reason you don't want the play command to be a toggle, you can turn off toggles from the Options menu. The rewind and forward commands are left and right arrow, or F11 and F12 if you're using a screen reader. I'll hit play, and then I'll hit F12 to forward through the file as we play.
American Printing House for the Blind. Chapter 1, Production. Studio Powerful Digital Editing
Now I'll hit play, then I'll move back with F11.
Software Package, Software Editing, Sorting, and Digital Recorder. Powerful Editor is a power recorder. Production.
As you can tell, rewind and forward move by relatively small amounts. You can change this in settings, however. The default is 1 second. If you want to move more, you can use Alt with rewind and forward. So, Alt left arrow or Alt F11 to move back by 30 seconds, and Alt right arrow or Alt F12 to move forward by 30 seconds. Let's try again. This time we'll use Alt right arrow to move forward.
Studio Recorder. At American Printing House for the Blind. Software supports projects ranging from editing and time-specific.
We can hear this time we're moving much greater distances in the file. Now we'll move back with Alt F11 until we reach the beginning.
Alarm tones demanding a service in L. Chapter 1, Studio Recorder, User's Manual.
We're back to the beginning now. To move to the beginning of the document, press Ctrl Home, and to move to the end, press Ctrl End. These commands are similar to those in a word processor. We'll move to the beginning and press play.
Studio Recorder, User's Manual.
We can hear that we're at the beginning. Now we'll move to the end. But if we press play here, all we get is a sound because we can't possibly play when we're at the end of the file. To move back a little bit, we can press Page Up. Page Up moves by 10% of the wave view in a backward direction, and Page Down moves forward. Now that we've moved back a little bit, we can listen to the end of the file.
August 2002.
Those are the last words in the file. Finally, let's talk about pre- and post-roll. A pre-roll plays a little bit of material before the current position, and a post-roll plays a small amount of material in a forward direction past the current position.
Studio Recorder, User's Manual.
I stopped after the phrase User's Manual. If we press period for a post-roll,
Copyright 2000.
we hear a small segment of the file,
Copyright 2000.
so we know where we are. This doesn't change the current position, so we can press this as many times as we wish.
Copyright 2000.
We can also press comma to hear what's before our current position, or a pre-roll.
User's Manual.
So we're right between the words User's Manual
User's Manual.
and Copyright.
Copyright 2000.
If you want to hear both a pre- and post-roll together, you can press the slash key.
User's Manual. Copyright 2000.
The pre- and post-roll commands are very useful when you're about to make an edit in the document allowing you to check where you are before making any changes. This has been a Studio Recorder video from the American Printing House for the Blind.